Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you to the Mango Grow for your daily analysis video. In today's video, we'll be covering Bitcoin and, wait for it, Chainlink. Yes, you heard me right. Chainlink, our beloved link on the Bitcoin pairing as well as the USD pairing. It's been a while and I figured, hey, it's high time we do an update. We've been trading that one on the higher time frames, weekly actually. So there's not been much need to go over that coin all that often, but hey, I think it's time to do an update on that one. For many of you, you guys have been requesting that one on the YouTube comment section. Yes, I read every single YouTube comment. I may not reply to all of them, but I do read every single one of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Bitcoin. I do want to start with Bitcoin today first because, hey, almost the entirety of the crypto community is losing their minds over the most recent down move that we've had, but everybody in the Mango community, they've kept their cool heads, which is making me really proud, making me really happy. I'm smiling, a big smile today because the Mango community is doing it the Mango way. If you guys missed yesterday's video, not yesterday's video, it was 2 days ago, right? The previous video that we covered, right? Go ahead and watch it, guys, because in that previous video, we pretty much said, hey, Bitcoin has made a nice move, a nice weekly close, but don't get too excited just yet, right? We talked about how this area over here was a area of concern in the past, right? An area of contention, and again over here, it proved itself an area of contention, and we said, let's just be a little bit careful over here, guys. It's been trappy before in the past. Both these areas over here, this 11,600 to 11,500 region is not an area we want to trust all that much. Let's wait for that 4-day close. Let's wait for the 2-day close at the very least. Don't get too excited, right? And our prudence, our caution was rewarded, right? We were rewarded. We did not get trapped like a lot of the other crypto community traders, and that patience, that Mango patience is paying off, guys. So if you guys missed that video, go ahead and watch it because we discussed why this was an area of contention in a lot of depth, right? In today's video, I don't want to go over all of that again, but yeah, go ahead and watch that. We're not going to go over it, but essentially we were looking at this area, said, hey, it's looking good, but be a little bit more cautious, guys. Let's instead wait for that 4-day candle close. And what were we looking for on the 4-day? Well, essentially, we were looking for the 4-day to close about this green horizontal over here at around 11,999, 12,000 to round it off, right? Did it do it? Did it do it? All you had to do was wait 1 day and 15 hours. That's all you had to wait. That's all we had to wait. And Bitcoin did not do it, right? That patience, honestly, it's 1 day, guys. 1 day and 15 hours. It's not a lot of time that we had to wait. If we got that close, I would have then gotten excited. I would have been looking to add to my position above that horizontal over there. You guys know the 4-day time frame on Bitcoin is the Mango time frame, right? The 4-day is the Mango time frame. We've been taking really good successful trades on either direction using the 4-day time frame, and yet again it has done us it's done us a favor, right? I don't want to say favor, it's done us good. It's done us a solid, right? That's the phrase I'm looking for. Even over here, guys, we're looking at the 4-day over here saying, hey, this looks a lot like a bull flag, right? We didn't trade it aggressively on the 4-day. We waited for the 2-day time frame to give us that confirmation, right, on the Mango ribbon above that 10K and the 21 EMA, got that confirmation, and boom, simple, guys. We are waiting longer, doing less, and being rewarded. We're getting rewarded for doing less. Isn't that the life? Isn't that what we all want at the end of the day, right? Do less, stay less stressed, and get rewarded for it. That's the Mango way, guys, and that's what we preach. That's how we practice as well, getting rewarded for that. So we talked about the 4-day. That's the major horizontal right over here on the 12,060-ish mark. 12,000, let's round it up over there. And if we do get that 4-day candle close, then we can look for continuation. I'll be looking for continuation all the way up to the 13,000 mark, guys. 13,000 to 14,000 mark. We don't have it just yet, right? We were looking at that level, looking for it to close, did not get it. Another level that we were looking for was on the 2-day. Okay, if you wanted to get a little bit more aggressive and you did not want to wait for that 4-day time frame, the 2-day you could have looked for 11,827. Okay, so you could have essentially gotten a little bit more aggressive and looked for a candle close above this level, 11,850-ish. We didn't get that either. Bitcoin made it very simple for us. We didn't get the 4-day candle close. We didn't get the 2-day candle close either. Now, you could have gotten aggressive on the daily. I wasn't recommending it. And if you did, well, you are sitting through some drawdown. On the daily, we were looking at the 10 SMA and the 21 EMA. We'll come to that very, very soon. Now, people are asking me though, Sean, with this move, is that it? Is that the end of Bitcoin's trend? No, the structure, in my opinion, is still intact. And again, we went over it in the last video. Please go ahead and watch that video, study it. A lot of people PM me and saying, Sean, that video is really, really educational. So if you guys are actually looking to learn and you missed that video, perhaps give that video a view. All right. Now, we're talking about the 2-day time frame. Let's go ahead and pull up the Mango ribbon. And the 2-day, guys, is still holding the 10 SMA right over here, right? We came and tested once, bounced off it, and now again, we are doing the same thing. Testing it and bouncing off it. If we close above here, I wouldn't be too worried at all. We are closing this candle in a day and 14 hours. If we do close underneath, let's say we close underneath 11,232 on the 2-day time frame, I would be looking for a test around this level, the 2-day 21 EMA. And this is what I was looking for, right? I was looking for the 2-day 21 EMA to come above this lower high, this higher low over here. So if we can come here, test the 2-day 21 EMA and make in a new higher low, that would be fine. Again, on the high time frames, you'd still be holding that structure, right? And we have possibility to see continuation. However, I do want to now draw your attention to the daily time frame because this is important. We were talking about this in the Mango Grove as well as the Mango Seed, the 2-day 21 EMA over here, guys. It looks like Bitcoin may be setting in a higher low in this region over here compared to this guy over here. We talked about this in the previous video. We talked about how Bitcoin may very well lose this 10 SMA, right? It's been holding it for a long time now. We've come up against weekly resistance, right? Squeezed against it, lost that daily 10 SMA. Finally, all right, it is what it is. But does that mean I exit my position and just lose my position based on that? No, because we still have the 21 EMA over here, and we talked about this in the previous video, and that's exactly where Bitcoin came down, and it seems like it's getting some accumulation along that 21 EMA. In fact, it looks like it's getting front run over there as well, right? And guys, this, by the way, is a sign of a strong trend and possible continuation in the near future. I've mentioned this before in the past. When you start seeing these major levels like the 21 EMA get front run, right? So on the first down move, okay, cool, we missed the wick on the daily 21 EMA, but on the second move as well, we are seeing a front run. These are signs of a aggressive trend, and we have to accordingly trade. So earlier today in the seed program, we were talking about how I just decided, oh, by the way, I did add to my position, and we were talking about this in the seed program where I decided to not wait for that down move, the entire down move, and I added somewhere around here, around 11,250-ish, right? I could have been a little bit more aggressive and put my bids on the daily 21 EMA, and usually even underneath the daily 21 EMA, right? But this time I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. I really want a position over here. I like this price, and it is likely that we do see a bounce eventually. If it does come down on me a little bit, you know what, whatever, I'm fine, okay? Because remember, we have the advantage over here. We have some cushion. We got in on a position all the way over here, right? 9,500-ish based on the 2-day time frame. So if I want to add to my position and it does come down a little bit lower, let it. But my assessment of the market is hinting that we may actually accumulate right over here. In fact, the big sign for me, guys, again, this is something else I already posted. The 12-hour Mango Vine was what I pointed out to you guys. It was showing a buy signal. The last time it gave us a buy signal was right over here. In fact, when we entered, right, 9,500, when it switched from red to green over here. And before that, before today rather, gave us a sell signal right on the top over here in this region over here. So now it's giving us that buy signal, right? So I really like that, and it coming down to the daily 21 EMA 12-hour Vine saying, hey, this is a potential buy accumulation opportunity. I liked it. I did not want to be too greedy. We may come down lower. We may come down and test that daily 21 EMA officially, but I'm liking my position, and I don't see any reason to get too nitpicky with where I enter, right? A couple $100 is not going to make a big difference at this point. So again, reasons for me entering my trade. I could be wrong on this one, by the way, guys, okay? You could always be wrong, and you risk manage according to why you entered your trade. Over here, I'm looking for trend continuation. I use the daily 21 EMA and the 12-hour Vine as a major foundation for my trade. If you guys are following me for a while, you guys know that ever since around here, I've been using the mango vine as the 12-hour vine as a massive foundation for my trade setups. It's literally given us I think 99% success rate thus far, right? And again, when you do have that kind of edge and you're seeing it work, you just keep taking every trade. Do you need every single one of them to work? No, you just need most. In fact, with the kind of wins the mango vine has been giving us, we don't even need most of them to work, right? We just need maybe 4 out of 10 to work. It just so happens that we're getting 9 out of 10 working, but with the kind of magnitude that we're getting on these wins, you don't need every single one to work. You just manage your risk, take small losses, and take big wins. Now, the markets have been extremely generous to us, and we have to always keep in mind that markets are not always this generous. But as long as it is, you use that momentum to your advantage, and we are using the mango vine's momentum to our advantage. But keep in mind, just because we got the bounce, that doesn't mean we necessarily need to see continuation right away. Again, like I said, we may come down and test that daily 21 officially. If I turn on the mango ribbon, we are likely going to see resistance right over here. Okay, we are currently living above the daily 21 EMA and the Tenkin. It'd be nice to see whether we close above here. We're about to have this candle close in an hour and 21 minutes. If we do see that close, that's going to be a really nice bounce. I'm going to really like that for my position. But let's go ahead and look at the oscillators as well. And the 12-hour stochastics are rejecting the 80 zone over here and crossing towards the downside. The 12-hour mango mother oscillator on the RSI, however, is bouncing off the yellow dashed line, which I do really like. In fact, we might be putting, we are looking like we might be putting in bullish divergence between this area over here and this area over here. Again, it is not confirmed bullish divergence, guys. I really want to emphasize that, because I'm seeing far too many people misunderstand how bullish divergence really works. This is only the potential of putting in bullish divergence. We do not have that confirmation just yet. For those of you guys who are on the C program, go ahead and watch the mango oscillator, the momentum oscillator module. Again, if you are still confused by that, you shouldn't be if you've watched the module already. And you'll get a clear understanding of how to read oscillators, right? There's far more to it than most people think, and far too many people are oversimplifying how divergences work. Over here, we do have some nice bullish divergence potential, but not confirmed just yet, right? So let's go ahead and wait for that. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. Let's see what the daily is saying over here. And we do have bullish divergence on the daily too. Potential, again, guys, potential. And this is looking good between this area here and this area over here. And the oscillators over here are not looking the best, but the RSI is not looking bad at all. We can go ahead and look at the 4-hour over here and let's go ahead and turn on the high time frame RSI and inputs. Let's go ahead and do it this way. So I'm actually really liking this. So I didn't look at this, by the way, when I made my buy decision. But if I had looked at this, and again, for those of you who have watched the Mango oscillator, the momentum oscillator module in the Mango C program, you guys know how this was a really good buy signal as well. We have the stochastics crossing towards the upside here. This is looking really good. I'm liking my buy. Everything is lining up for at least a bounce. If we do start closing candles above 11,000, we already got the bounce though, right? I shouldn't get too greedy. We already got the bounce, but I'm not looking to get rid of my position. If we do start closing candles above 11,500-ish, right, on the 4-hour, multiple 4-hour candles, or a 12-hour candle above 11,600, then I'm going to be looking for a move back to around that 11,900 region, right? Essentially, this is what we're going to be looking for. With everything that we've covered thus far on the lower time frames, the daily, the 12-hour, as well as the 4-hour, right? What are we seeing? Well, let's go ahead and write it down for you guys. Well, on the daily, we are seeing the D21 EMA, right? D21E. On the 12-hour, we are seeing, most importantly, at least for me, the 12-hour wine, giving us the buy signal. Number 3, we are seeing potential POT, bullish divergence. Okay. On the 4-hour, we are seeing a buy signal on the Mango oscillator. Right, so with all of this put together, this is only, this is what I mean by this is only going to be the underlying foundation for our, now I need to undo all of this that I wrote. I'm going to go ahead and undo. I hope you guys took a screenshot. I'll just rewind. underlying thesis for the 4-day. Okay, guys, for the 4-day eventually breaking this horizontal. Okay, so we have all of that coming together for the potential of the 4-day breaking this horizontal right over here on the 11,980-ish, 12,000 mark. Another more aggressive outlook would be for us to look for the 2-day to break its horizontal at around 11,817, right? So underlying those time frames on the 4-day and the 2-day, we have the daily giving us an opportunity on the day 21 EMA, the 12-hour hinting at bullish divergence, along with the mango wine giving us a buy signal, along with the 4-hour time frame also saying, hey, you know what, we have a buy signal on the buy signal opportunity on the mango oscillator as well, right? So 2-day might be putting an ascending triangle, 4-day might be doing something very, very similar. Together with all the momentum underneath us, we may see continuation, or it may all fall apart, right? You got to manage your risk accordingly, guys. Not every trade goes our way. We've been getting lucky recently, and hey, luck is our friend in the markets. All right, so let me just adjust my mic. Cool. So I already talked about Bitcoin far more than I expected to. We can go ahead and talk about Link. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Again, 2-day is holding its 10 SMA, guys. We can just simply wait for that. If you guys want to look for a move towards the downside, I'd be waiting for the 2-day to lose the 10 SMA. All right, so that's it. Let's go ahead and move to Link. We can start with Link BTC. And I'll take a quick sip of water. Link BTC looking really, really good. So Link, we can look at the lower time frames if we want to, but we'll start with the weekly for now. Okay, what have we been looking at? We've been looking at this massive ascending trend line, right? We played this entire consolidation over here too. We are really, really excited for Link to break this formation over here, and when it did, we saw the big move towards the upside. We got a retest of this horizontal over here at 60,000 Satoshi, and continuation, strong continuation ever since then, right? And this is what I mean by there's not much TA to be done, not on the high time frames at the very least, ever since this started happening, right? We're just playing the trend, and as long as Link keeps putting in, okay, what have we been watching? These higher lows on the weekly time frame, and this is where we were looking to accumulate, okay? This region here, and this massive thrust towards the downside too. We kept noticing that Link has been holding this massive trend line for a really, really long time, and may come down to test it at some point in the future. But for now, what's it doing? It's putting in higher lows and higher highs. Right now, some of you might be saying, hey, but Sean, right over here, this high is higher than this one. Not the way I look at it, but you do have a point. If you're looking at the candle wicks only, then yes, but does it really matter? Because all you have to do, it still holds structure, right? You still have your high highs and your higher lows. Now again, some people might be getting confused, but isn't this a low high? No, this is not a lower high. Please, if you're on the C program and you're saying that, go ahead and watch the trend analysis module over and over again. If you are not in the C program, PM me and I'll try and explain it to you very, very quickly. Okay, but yeah, the structure still holds high lows, high lows, high highs, and as long as it's doing that, I'm just going to be playing Link like that, right? Yes, we will see drawdowns. During this drawdown, like that's wow, 34% drawdown, right? You're going to see those massive drawdowns, but you cannot let that kind of move affect you if you have already told yourself in your mind, you know what, I'm going to be playing this on the longer time frames, and I'm going to be playing this throughout the bull market, right? If you're playing Link on the weekly time frame, okay, if you're playing Link on the weekly time frame, then you are essentially trying to play the cyclical move of Link continuing its massive trend on the weekly time frame throughout this bull market. That's essentially what you're looking for. You're looking for the big win, right? People want the big win, but they don't want to see drawdowns. You can't have both. And that's one of the reasons why, me too, that's why I'm not looking at this chart often. That's why I'm not looking at Link on a daily basis anymore, because I don't want to let my emotions come into play. I'm a human being too. If I keep seeing Link have opportunities towards the downside, for example, let's say I'm watching Link every single day, right? I'm looking at the chart every single day, but I've told myself I'm going to be playing this trade on the on playing this coin on the high time frames. If I see an opportunity where Link is losing a certain level and it's likely going to come down, I might be like, hey, you know what? Let's sell some of my Link over here and reposition to on the underside, and then I can ride the way up, blah blah blah. I might be overthinking it, or I may end up overthinking it, and I don't want to put myself into that position. Now, I haven't fallen for those kind of mindset mistakes in a very, very long time, but I see no reason to put myself in a situation where I may make that mistake, right? Now, that's Link on the weekly time frame, guys. We can go ahead and look at it again quickly. High time frame, high lows and high highs. Let's go ahead and remove everything we just did. I should stop scribbling on the chart so I don't have to do this. But hey, it helps you guys, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the lower time frames. On the daily, Link is looking really, really strong, man. Like it's looking like it's bull flagging and wants to keep going up. Like, is there some news coming up? Let me know in the comments down below, because this is looking stronger than I expected. But that's what Link always does. It's always looking stronger than everyone expects. Over here too, it put in a pole, put in a flag, and it's meeting its measured move. Probably all it did. Yeah, there you go, met its measured move. And now what does it do? This is why we love trading Link, right? Putting another flag, and now it may see continuation. It is looking like it may very well continue from here. Let's go ahead and look at the 12-hour. 12-hour as well. Looks like it wants to continue as long as we close a 12-hour candle above the zone over here. It's likely going to go up. If we close a 12-hour candle over here and take out this wick high over here too, it's definitely going to see some continuation. It may pull back and test this region over here. That could be a short-term or mid-term time frame opportunity trade towards the upside for you guys. We can look at the 4-hour quickly to see what's going on over here. And this is where I had that falling wedge drawn that you guys just saw a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, broke towards the upside, and now seeing continuation, right? The measured move, the way I do it at the very least, this is not how Krisha does it, is met the measured move, actually closed right underneath the measured move, and now we're going to be looking for continuation if we can close above here, right? So again, that's Link on the Link BTC chart. I don't want to spend too much time. Again, the big thesis on Link is on the weekly chart. We went over that. Let's go and look at Link USD, because this is the one many of you guys are interested in. We'll spend more time talking about Link USD, but keep in mind, guys, I don't spend too much time on the Link USD chart. But what's more to say? This thing's in price discovery, man. Like, there's not much to say over here. It took out this high over here. That's when you had the massive move towards the upside. Close candles above here. This was your entry, by the way. As soon as we start closing weekly candles over here, right? Look how generous Link was. Link was very, very generous. Always has been generous. And again over here, another great entry, retest, and continuation. It's going to keep doing this throughout the market, and people are going to constantly be telling themselves, I should have bought, why didn't I buy, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to keep going higher and higher and higher, right? I like to buy on higher lows. I was actually looking for a buy opportunity on Link. If it did come down and test the daily 21 EMA over here on the USD chart, I'd be looking for confluence on a level on the Bitcoin pairing as well. But Link is being extremely aggressive, so I did not actually get a chance to add to my position over here. I did add to my position the last time we had that thrust down. We talked about that as well already, so I'm not going to go over that. This time, however, Link doesn't seem like it wants to give us an opportunity. It's been generous enough, guys. It's been generous enough. I do like buying on the way up, right? People think, hey, but Sean, why are you buying? Price is always high. Price is already so high. You don't know how high this could go. Okay, I don't know how high this could go. $13 may look like a what is it sitting at right now? $13. So $13 may seem like a steal 1 year from now, right? We don't know. We have no idea. I know so many people who bought Ethereum at around $3 and $5, and when it went up to $14, they sold it all, thinking that the price was way too high, and $14 Ethereum now seems like an extremely good deal, right? So you don't know, guys. That's why we are trend traders. We don't know where the top is. We don't know where the bottom is, right? Price will always go higher than you think it can. Price can always go lower than you think it can. So keep that in mind when you're trading the Mango way, and always risk manage accordingly, right? So that's the daily. If we can close the daily above $14, I'm going to be looking for massive continuation. If let's see what the 4-hour too. We could look for 2 4-hour candle closes above the zone over here, and you could look for continuation. We are closing a 12-hour candle very soon, and 12-hour 2 sitting against resistance. Daily 12-hour 21 EMA all the way back down over here at $11. They're holding the 10 SMA, bouncing off it. If we close above this, again, looking for continuation. Link looking really strong. But we're only talking about upside. Let's talk about some downside over here. So we'll start with the 4-hour time frame and then move our way upwards. Oh, by the way, I do want to give a shout out to Carlos. Carlos from the Mango Seed program is one of our biggest Link fans, and and I'm pretty sure he's watching this video with keen interest. So hey Carlos, how's it going, my man? Again, I do want to say, Carlos, I'm really impressed with your hard work and your resilience. And I'm pretty sure that with all the work that you're putting in, you're going to be one of our seed all-stars in the near future. That being said, let's get on with the analysis. Now what we're looking for is what could Link do towards the downside, right? Link is looking good towards the upside, but hey, this structure may fall apart and we may have a move towards the downside. We're looking at the 4 hour, right? So any move towards the downside may be stopped in its track by the higher time frame uptrend. So keep that in mind, guys. The 4 hour time frame over here, we do have support coming in at this horizontal right over here. Okay, so if we do see this, right, currently we're sitting against resistance. Okay, if we don't close above here, we may make our way towards the first the middle of the range, right? We have a range now set between 1391 and around 1254, so that we could just draw a middle range quickly. So now we could see that if we do get supported somewhere around here, we may actually end up putting in some sort of ascending triangle, right? This is how I visualize things, guys. Okay, may see something like this. Or what's the other scenario that may happen? Well, we may see something like this. If we break the middle of the range and come down, now we have an M-like structure, a topping structure over here. This may line up with some other things that we see in the market when all of these things come into confluence, right? We don't know just yet. We're just postulating different scenarios, and we're getting ready mentally and getting ready with our plan if these scenarios happen. So if Link actually puts in something like this and we break this level towards the downside, then we can get ready for a move, perhaps to the 12-hour 21 or perhaps the daily 21 EMA, depending on what more we see in the days to come. However, on the flip side, we may get rejected over here, and in the next few 4-hour candles put in an ascending triangle like this, and in that case we can look for a measured move. We can do something like this, right? Again, I'm being very conservative. You may see $15 to $16 Link. Again, I'm being very conservative over here. This could be much higher of a move. I would be doing something like, let's say this. 1605, yeah, so 15 to 16ish. Okay, so again, this is us just postulating if Link sees a rejection over here and then comes down, either gets supported on the mid-range or breaks the bottom range over here towards the downside. If it does break the bottom range over there, guys, I'm looking for Link on the 12-hour time frame to lose its daily 10s, it's 12 SMA on the 12-hour time frame, and we're seeing that line up exactly with the bottom of the range and then come down and meet the 12-hour 21 EMA, and structure would still hold. It wouldn't change the high level picture at all. Remember, we are playing this on the weekly time frame, so I'm looking for moves towards the downside only to buy. I'm not looking to short Link at all. I'm not interested in doing that. There's much easier trades to be spending my attention on. Okay, on the daily 21 EMA and the Tenkin coming in at $10.61. On the 12-hour, it was coming in at around $11.30, right? So move towards the downside, guys, and I'd be looking for Link to get supported pretty much on this structure here. Right, this region here, rather, not structure, this region. So around 1140 to around 1050ish, right? So that's essentially what we're looking for on Link. Towards the upside, we're looking for trend continuation. First targets would be around $16 to 15 to 16, and then perhaps much more after that. Remember, we did see a really nice, was it on the weekly? No, perhaps the daily. I think that was on the Bitcoin pairing. No, we can actually draw it over here too. So if this is a bull flag, we could be looking for a bigger move all the way to $17 to $18. Right, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's Link USD, that's Link BTC, and we discussed Bitcoin as well. I hope all of you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are doing it the mango way, the stress-free way. I'll see you guys in the next video. And I also do apologize if I was talking too fast in this one. I try to talk as slow as possible because I do have a bad habit of talking really fast. But hey, I am famished. I am hungry. I want to go cook my meal, my feast rather. Time to break the fast. I'll see you guys in the next video.